All right, so commercial real estate is one of the absolute best ways to make an extreme fortune in real estate. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to find off-market commercial real estate. All right, so first I'm gonna be sharing with you my definition of commercial real estate. Then I'm gonna show you how to find off-market commercial real estate. And then by the end of this video, you're gonna have multiple ways to find off-market real estate that is commercial. All right, so one of the biggest differences of commercial real estate and residential, and this is my definition, this is in my mind, is commercial is where people conduct business, and then residential is where people actually live. Commercial real estate is something where someone rents from you to conduct their business, so that's in their best interest to keep that property nice, organized, maintained, neat. So what is commercial real estate? Is it a 19-unit apartment complex? No, because people live there. Yes, it's considered commercial in the bank's eyes, but not commercial as far as my definition. My definition of commercial real estate is where someone would rent an office space from me. My office space that I rent in Colorado Springs is to a nonprofit organization. They are conducting business there, so it's in their best interest to keep the doors clean, the windows sparkling and clean and see-through, that building safe and well lit and maintained and painted and clean. Did I mention clean again? And taken very well care of my building. Ultimately, because if the tenant doesn't take care of my building, it's going to show as poorly on them when people come to do commerce with these people that are renting the building. Next, say for like a fish farm or a fish hatchery or a farm, that is also considered commercial real estate in my eyes, because someone is renting from me to conduct business that pays their bills, that pays their family to where they can live, because ultimately they're using my land, my property, to earn income. All right, retail spaces, another great example of commercial real estate, where you offer what you sell at that actual location, brick and mortar. Yes, Amazon is hurting a lot of retail. Amazon is hurting a lot of places where you can go and actually physically spend money, but let me tell you, they are still there. People are demanding that. People want to look and smell and touch these things. They don't want to order everything online that they buy. So retail locations are still a viable play, but you've got to get them at the right price. All right, let's get into some ways that you can find this off-market real estate or off-market commercial properties. One of the number one ways that I hear a lot of people that are doing off-market real estate is driving a different way each day. You know, whether it be to work or your gym or to your office or to your barber, always go a different route and look for vacant properties that are sitting, that can be turned into commercial, or even a vacant house that's on a busy road. That's how I found several of these properties that we purchased for commercial deals, and that is driving a different way to work each day. One of the many needs that I found when driving for these properties, you're always going to see different properties, and then you're going to write them down, or you're going to put them in your notes on your phone, and then you're going to forget to call them, you're going to forget to mail them, you're going to forget to look them up. One app that I recommend that's going to make your life so much easier, it's a total game changer for me and my team, and that's called Deal Machine. And I'm going to give you an actual free trial that you can use. It's a link I'm going to give you that's going to get you access to Deal Machine very quickly and give you the ability to try it out. And that's called dealmachine.app/TLS. And there's also a link on the screen, and there's also, if you drop down arrow, it's in the description as well below, because I know I just messed up that link, but that is going to be get you access to be able to just click to take a photo of a property, a commercial property, and pinpoint it and be able to look up the address, the mailing address, the phone number, and put that in your system to where you can mail that person immediately, automatically, and then you can be on your way back to work and not have to think about it anymore. And then later on, give that person a call or a text or maybe even an email. All right, the next way is actually mailing these property owners, these commercial property owners. So we can use the Deal Machine app to get the address, or we can actually just pin it in our system and not actually mail it and use a mail house. This is kind of like an extra step, but Deal Machine offers the mail house. But if you want to find a mail house that's even cheaper, even less expensive, then I recommend using landofferletter.com. That's landofferletter.com. So what we'll do is we'll drive around, we'll take photos, but we'll also pull lists from PropStream or pull lists from ListSource of actual commercial building owners and then mail all these people at landofferletter.com. We're sending them a postcard. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm gonna share the exact postcard that I've used to purchase millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate, commercial deals, apartment complexes, land, and houses. This postcard does it all. All right, next is cold calling, actually calling commercial property owners. And I like to actually call it impact calling. I'm calling to make an impact on this commercial property owner's life because this building is sitting vacant. They're not getting any income from it. It's deteriorating, it's rotting, bums are living in it, people are doing drugs there. I'm calling to make an impact on the seller's life, this commercial property owner's life, by calling them and seeing if they would consider an offer on 123 Main Street or the building located at 123 Main Street. And if they say no, I'm gonna ask, do you have any other properties that you would consider an offer on? And that's generally, if they own one, they probably own other, and they say, hey, you know what? I actually do. You never know where these things are gonna lead. So cold calling is a viable method. Next, texting these building owners, these commercial property owners, because these are busy people most of the time. They might not be able to take your phone call. They might throw away your letter that they get in the mail, but they might answer that text message while they're in a board meeting or a conference room and they're just really bored, or they're sitting on a bus or a train or in their Uber ride or their taxi. They might reply back to your text. And I'm gonna give you a link of the guys I recommend to use for texting and cold calling. They're gonna keep you TCPA compliant. That is to keep you out of trouble basically with the do not call registry and the people that are professional litigators that actually sue people for texting and calling. This company is going to help you with that. All right, and that link to get a free trial to this is batchleads.io/TLS, as in the land sharks. And it's also on the screen. Also, if you click the drop down arrow, you can click the link, and that's batchleads.io/TLS. All right, next is talking to brokers. Yes, I know we're talking about off-market commercial real estate deals, but let me tell you, brokers have a bead on this market. And I actually just rented out my office space with a broker, and he, in return, told me about another property that was available. And you know why he told me about it? Because I asked him, I said, hey, Chris, do you have any other off-market commercial deals that maybe aren't listed or you're about to come down the pipeline? Send me the deals. I want to hear about commercial off-market deals. So guess what? He sent me one that's right outside of the gates at Fort Carson, Colorado. It's a highly trafficked area. There's so many people driving by this area, and there's so many options that could be done with this. And we could put a billboard right there, things like that. That's commercial real estate where someone is paying you to conduct business on your property. And then next I want to talk about radio and TV. I actually use these two to combine, to give me instant credibility, authority in my market, and celebrity status. If you're interested in getting started with radio or TV, drop a comment below or send me an Instagram message at Brent L. Bowers. That's my handle on Instagram. I'll point you in the right direction of exactly who I use for radio and TV. And then there's the website. All places lead to your website. I want all marketing channels to lead to your website because this is showing people that you're in business. But I'm going to show you exactly how I set up this website, and I'm going to give you the people that I use to conduct and run my website, and they are powerful. This is going to give you the cutting edge competitive advantage. But before I do, I want you to subscribe to this channel. All right, so these guys are batemancollective.com/Brent-Bowers. It's on the screen, but also hit the drop down arrow to see that exact link to go to use the experts that I use with my team. All right, guys, I promise you that free gift, and that is my postcard. This is the $1 million postcard. If you head on over to thelandsharks.com/postcard, you got it. That's thelandsharks.com/postcard. I'm going to ask you for your name and your email, and the postcard will be emailed to you and is yours for free. Send this thing out to commercial real estate owners and get yourself a deal today.